I know you have a blog. Have you seen any results from it as far as book sales?
So I think, I mean, the blog is a good way of keeping in touch with your existing fans. I don't know that it lands you any new fans, but it keeps your fans feeling hope.
Okay.
You know,
Feeling
because
hopeful for the.
when I'm really, hot and heavy into the draft of a book, I'll post my word counts each week. And so for the people who are sitting there waiting for my next book, it shows that I am making some progress.
Okay.
So right now I'm tiptoeing into my next book. I've got 20,000 or so words written, and I haven't yet started posting those weekly updates because I don't think I've yet hit a point where I feel like I'm firmly enough in this that from now on I'm going to be cranking out 10,000 words a week. But once I hit that, I will start doing a weekly blog post of how much I've accomplished. And I mean, it's a good place whenever I have a new audiobook release or any sort of publication news. I write a post about it there and then link to it on Facebook and Twitter, and it's just I can have more words there than I can put ever on Twitter. So not that I see a tremendous amount of results from Twitter either. So
Okay. Let me ask you, this is a fishing question. Have you ever been interviewed on TV or radio?
yeah, I don't think I've done any like real TV. I think early on I may have done like a public access show. uh, uh, yeah, I've been on radio several times. The most recent, well, I won't say recent, but probably the biggest one that's on is WNC has it's our local NPR station. They have a show called The State of Things. That's probably got a very large listenership, and I've been on that about 3 times. And the first time I was on, I saw a real big jump in sales immediately after my appearance on that.
Okay.
And but I kept seeing diminishing returns every time I went after that. So
You'd already
it was like
saturated their audience.
yeah, that discover I call the 100 people who listened to that show and were interested in superhero novels, and then when I went back to talk about the next superhero novels, I'd already sold
Okay.
sold to them. So I saw a little bit of a boost, but it was never as good as that first boost. And the Amazon ads have been semi-successful. The frustrating thing about the Amazon ads for me is they are nonstop, constant monitoring and tinkering, because something about an Amazon ad is you will have you'll test out an ad and it's not generating any sales, and so then you tweak the verbiage a little bit and change your keywords or the authors you're searching for, and suddenly you'll have a good response. You're getting clicks and you're getting sales. But if you just leave it there with the keywords and text that's getting you a response, after just 3 or 4 days, it starts petering out. So you're constantly having to tweak and experiment. And I know some people who are very successful at doing that, but it seems like they spend as much time monitoring their ads and tweaking their ads as they do actually writing books.
Okay. You know a lot of authors because you go to science fiction conventions. You meet a lot of other writers. Is there anybody that you know of that just kills it as far as promotion goes? They just, and not maybe a famous name, but they're just doing promotion very, very well.
Well, I know you just talked to
Stuart Jaffe.
Stephen Euin Cobb, or Stuart Jaffe, yeah. So I know that Stuart has an online ad machine that seems to work really well. I won't name names, but it's a private group of online authors that I'm part of that for years we have discussed our sales data and the actual numbers of what we're selling. But there's a cone of silence, so we aren't supposed to reveal what we know from there. But in very generic terms, I have seen people who who are able to throw $3,000 and $4,000 in advertising onto a product on Amazon and see that turn into $7,000 and $8,000 and $10,000 in sales. So there is a threshold where if you're rich enough to advertise heavily on Amazon, you can make it work. Okay. You are also, if you have $4,000 to spend on Amazon ads, you probably have several $1,000 or a couple of $1,000 you can spend on a really nice cover. And there's advantages, to starting this with a certain amount of money in your pocket. But if you want to make a small fortune writing, start with a large fortune.
Yeah. Oh, my word.